Sawyer, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Good.
You holding down the fort at the home?
Yep. I'm watching it live.
Good deal, man. All right. Well, hey, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to fully, I'm going to remove myself so you can be full screen. And why don't you do a quick little intro for our guest today? And I've got him here to my left, and then we'll get everything rocking and rolling. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Take it over, buddy. It's all you.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a great Saturday morning. As you can see, Dad is live from Cabo right now. I am at the house right now, and we have a special guest this morning. It is Mr. Edward Pritchett. Daddy, you want to go ahead and bring him in? Good morning.
Good morning, Sawyer. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So what do you got for me this morning?
Well, I have a couple of questions for you.
Okay. Well, I'm ready when you are, sir.
Okay, so first I want to say, who are you?
So who am I? That's always a good one to kick off with. Well, as you introduced me, your father as well, Edward Pritchett. I have been in the insurance industry now for going on 15 years. I started with a captive insurance agency for a couple of years, and then saw that there were better ways to go about serving my clients, being a broker. And so I made a change to a insurance marketing organization and started to build my own independent agency about just over 12 years ago now. And in that time, I've been able to grow that organization to a nationwide agency. We have agents now in 44 states. We do roughly so far this year, we've done just over $50 million in premium that our agents, and that's just over 1,200 agents have helped to write that $50 million in premium. We'll probably finish up this year right around shooting for 56 million. We're gonna have a strong December to close out the year. But in that time, I've just had an amazing opportunity to help clients all across the country protect their most valuable assets. That's that ability to be able to bring income in for their families. Help a lot of insurance agents go from just getting by, just making it, to being able to build the kind of lifestyle that I know you get to enjoy, that a lot of families get to enjoy because of this particular industry, and be able to create a legacy business for myself and my family. So that's in a short little nutshell what I've personally been doing on the insurance side. And insurance has also opened up a lot of other things for me, business-wise, professionally, personally, for me and my family during that 12 years as well.
Nice. I have two more for you.
Okay.
Where are you from, and how long have you been in the insurance business?
Okay, so I am originally from Asheville, North Carolina. I currently live in Dorado, Puerto Rico. My family moved down there around 4 years ago. And this will be my 15th year in the industry come the end of December.
Nice. Okay, so do you have any questions for me before we get started with the bigger questions?
Oh, there's bigger questions. Okay. One I would ask, I may have some other questions for you here in a little bit, but my biggest question for you, you're in fourth grade, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what has you doing what you're doing right now? What sparked your interest to want to interview business people from not just across the insurance industry? I know you talk to people in other areas as well, but what sparked your interest to want to do something like this?
Well, it was really just Dad came home and he wanted to do it. He got the idea from one of his friends,
Okay.
and they talked about it a bunch, and then they made it from the insurance syndicate. And I was like, okay, why not? It's going to be super fun. I get to interview a lot of people. Just like, why not?
Okay. Are you learning a lot while you're doing it?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's the key. The more you're learning, the more you can then be able to apply. So I'm ready for your big questions.
Okay, my
And,
first
and forgive me that the sun is a little hot here. We're like sitting out here in the open, so I don't have a little towel. I may be schwitzing a little bit, but
20 degrees here, Tony.
well, it's only 20 degrees here, so
yeah, we'll send some of this heat up to Illinois for you guys.
please. Okay, my first question will be, what was your job before you started insurance business?
Okay. Well, before insurance in general, I got my degree in college in chemical engineering. So I worked as an engineer for about 4 years before I started with my first insurance outfit. I did environmental management, so hazardous waste mitigation. I help people and companies, corporations, governments clean up, polluted sites and things of that nature, removing dangerous materials from those sites and making sure it's done in a compliant way. I did that until 2008 when the so-called Great Recession really hit us hard, and my job disappeared overnight, and that's what landed me looking into the insurance industry. And so I started in the insurance industry back in 2008.
Nice. I have another one. If you were not in the insurance business, what other job would you have?
If I wasn't in insurance right now, um, I would say I would still probably be an engineer of some sort. Like whenever I got into the insurance industry, I was actually applying to work for Kia Motors. I was going to be their environmental manager or hoping to be their environmental manager for a plant that they were opening right outside of Atlanta. Thankfully, I didn't go with that job, and I stayed in the insurance industry. But I would imagine if I wasn't in insurance, I would be some mid to senior level engineer at this point in time. Working 9 to 5, hoping to get 2 weeks of vacation a year.
Nice. What college did you go to?
I went to Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut.
Nice. And I remember Dad was talking to me about you went to one of the colleges, or I think it was schools that was really high up there and really nice, where you wear the uniforms and
Mm-hmm.
nice. So you went to a private school?
Well, yeah, it was a private college. Yale was a private college. For high school, though, I went to a public school in high school, so it wasn't private all the time.
Nice. Do you have any more questions for me?
Yeah. So, I mean, as you've been interviewing people, over your time doing this, what are some of the things what's one thing maybe that you have learned that you've been able to apply to what you do in your day-to-day life? Like, I mean, you're in 4th grade, you're interacting with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis. What's something that you've picked up on from talking with different people in this industry?
I would probably say,
What's your favorite thing about something from your dad?
hold on. I would probably say like hmm, something that I've learned about doing just these calls is like getting up and getting ready in a good manner.
Okay. Having a routine. I mean, obviously you have to have a routine for every Saturday morning to get up and get ready to get these going, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I know that's one thing that I see consistently for agents in this business. People who do extremely well, they are people of routine. They have a solid routine for how they wake up, how they go throughout their day, how they end their day, and that's what then allows them to be successful in whether it's this or as you're going through fourth grade. I would imagine like the better your routine is, the better your overall results are in school, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Another question. I was actually talking to your dad that I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this. I know he said here recently you had to deal with a bullying situation at school. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think it's one of those things like there are people who seem to have a lot of power in this world, both good and bad, right? But you exercise power in a very positive way to confront this person and change something that was negatively happening into a better situation for you and your friends. What was something that you learned in that situation about how, I mean, there's some people that use success principles for negative things and some people use it for positive things. Why would you say in what you did, why is using it in a positive way a good thing?
Well, it kind of just gave me like I was like I just tried to like become friends with him so he would stop.
Hmm.
And then like I that's
So
a
you're
hard
tell him about how you talked to that guy. Like he came over to you on the playground steps or on the bleachers, and how you talked to him about like why he was doing what he was doing, and how you turned the situation around.
Yeah, so one day he went over and I saw him sitting on the bleachers and I went over and like sat next to him and I said, like, what's going on? I was like, do you want me to be your friend or you just pick on me?
Hmm.
And then he was like, I don't know. And then I was like, okay. So
But like in that process, just by someone doing something that wasn't necessarily a positive thing, you just said, let me just interact with you, let me just have a conversation with you.
yes.
And I think that's something that we all can learn, and whether it's just in our personal lives, in business. It's interesting how when you just actually sit down and talk with someone, confront someone about something that they're doing that might not be beneficial for you, for them, or maybe like if you're running an organization, like in the insurance business, we run agencies and organizations, and everyone doesn't do the right thing all the time. And sometimes they just need to have a conversation, be asked, why are you doing this? Because a lot of the times, like the gentleman, I won't call him your friend just yet, but the young man who you were talking to was just like, I don't know. Sometimes people don't even understand why they're doing the things that they're doing. But if you can just help them to look into it, and get an ideal of what that might what that might actually look like, what they might actually be doing, it just helps them to be a little bit self-reflective. And if they can do that, then you kind of short circuit their actions, like what they were doing.
Yeah.
And then that gives them an opportunity to hopefully grow and get better over time. I mean, I think that applies in whether you're in fourth grade, whether I mean, you can take that with you when you're in middle school, high school, college, and guess what? It works just the same whenever you get out into the business world, and you're running and managing a team. Just ask people questions. Be willing to dig in. We call it sometimes fierce conversations. Being willing to actually dig in and say, I'm going to confront this and not just let it slide or let it go past, because then you can get people to actually think for a second, and maybe they won't change immediately, but at least it gets them to reflect upon what they were doing and at least stop the situation from happening for a time. And then hopefully over time, they actually grow and say, oh yeah, this is why I was doing it, because I was hurt, or because I wanted your attention, or because I did want to be your friend. I just didn't know how to be that, right? And this was the only way I knew. So now they can hopefully learn a better way to do it. So I think it's great that you took that step, and I would just encourage you to continue to take steps like that and learn from those as you do them.
Yes. I have one more question for you.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing about the insurance business?
Favorite thing? Oh, man, there's a lot of really, really cool things about the insurance business. I think for me, because my life was personally touched by insurance, when my mom passed away in 2005, I've seen what having a policy can do for a family. And over the years, I've now delivered 34 death benefits to various families. And every time that, whether it's the insurance company that sends it or I'm actually helping the family fill it out, but the conversations that we get to have about the person who passed away, it's always with so much gratitude and love, peace, and there's even that tinge, just a touch of hope and joy is there whenever someone receives a death benefit. And I think that is probably, because I remember what that was like for my family when we received the death benefit that my mother put into place for us. Like, it didn't, we were still grieving, we were still sad, but we felt her love at that point in time in a very big way. And there was a peace that we were able to have because of that. And I think that's my favorite thing, my favorite part of this industry. And I think if more people took that and did more of that, then they would also get to enjoy all the other great benefits and aspects of this industry.
Nice. If people want to get a hold of you, how can they?
People want to get a hold of me, how can they? On Instagram, they can follow me at the Edward Pritchett. Also Facebook, you search Edward Pritchett, you can find me there. You can always check out my company's page. Just go to go.pritchettagency.net, and you can learn more about me, my organization, what we're doing. But yeah, those are the three pretty straightforward and easy ways that people can get in touch with us.
Nice. Well, we're gonna probably get to wrap this up in a minute or two, and thank you for being here today, and have fun in Cabo.
Thank you very much, Sawyer.
Roll the outro.
Sounds good.
Sawyer, you did awesome, man. Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
You guys, if you want to get a hold of Edward, you heard how to get a hold of him there on Instagram at the Edward Pritchett. On Facebook, just Google Edward Pritchett, and it was go.pritchettagency.net. So there we go. All right, Bubba. Hey, you did awesome, bro.
If anybody wants to get a hold of Dad, his Instagram is AlexTraction1130.
There, that's awesome, dude. All right, let me run your outro, and then you go hold down the fort, okay, bud?
All right.
All right, man. Love you.
Love you.